Hi there, it's Ngọc Ly from Vietnam News Agency. You're watching our daily bulletin with the headlines.
Seminar on 80 years of Vietnam People's Army. Fighting wastefulness, a fundamental solution for national development. And later on, oxeye daisy in blooming season in Ninh Binh.
A national forum on 80-year development of the Vietnamese People's Army was held on December 14th. President Lương Cường attended the event.
Speaking at the seminar, President Luong Quang reviewed the history and significant achievements of the Vietnam People's Army over its 80 years of formation and development, highlighting its contributions to the nation's construction and defense. The president proposed that the seminar delve deeper into the scientific and practical significance of this monumental event. He emphasized the need to reaffirm the absolute and comprehensive leadership of the Communist Party of Vietnam over the People's Armed Forces and the national defense and security sectors. Additionally, the president urged the seminar to analyze, elaborate on, and highlight the substantial contributions of the Vietnam People's Army throughout its journey of formation, combat, and victories, along with the values and cultural essence of Uncle Ho's soldiers. He called for adjustments to the organization of forces to achieve the goals of building a streamlined, strong, and elite army, thereby laying a solid foundation to transform the Vietnam People's Army into a revolutionary, disciplined, elite, and modern force by 2030.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired a meeting of the Steering Committee on Semiconductor Development on December 14th. More details in the following report.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh, head of the National Steering Committee for Semiconductor Industry Development, urged the development of incentive mechanisms and policies to promote the development of the semiconductor industry, while chairing the first meeting of the committee. The Prime Minister stated that alongside resolutions, strategies, programs, projects, mechanisms, and policies aimed at fostering scientific and technological development, innovation, and digital transformation, Vietnam needs to make breakthroughs in policies, such as establishing an investment support fund, and proposals for policy adjustments during the formulation of legal documents like the Law on Investment and the Law on Corporate Income Tax, and preferential policies on personal income, tax, fees, and charges to encourage the development of the industry. Emphasizing that developing the semiconductor industry is a necessity, a strategic breakthrough, and also a key task in the coming time, the Prime Minister noted the need to quickly submit a project on training human resources to serve high-tech development in 2025 to 2035 with a vision to 2045 to prepare STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, human resources with high professional and technical qualifications to serve the expansion of high-tech fields. He demanded relevant agencies to study and propose preferential mechanisms and policies on tax, finance, management, and use of public assets to serve the training, research, and development of the semiconductor industry.
Chairman of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn met with voters in the Mekong Delta province of Hậu Giang on December 14th. We'll have more in the following report.
At the meeting, the top legislator touched upon the country's socioeconomic development, with the GDP growth rate expected to reach 7.5% in fourth quarter, and over 7% for the whole year. The National Assembly made many critical decisions to pave the way for breakthroughs in infrastructure development, maximize resources, and create new growth opportunities, the leader said. For Hậu Giang, he acknowledged the efforts of the provincial party committee, authorities, and residents in achieving positive outcomes across multiple sectors. The chief legislator urged the province to focus on improving the quality of education and training, as well as the material and spiritual life of its people, and optimizing scientific and technological advancements in production. Voters commended the legislative session's results and expressed their strong support for the policy on administrative boundary mergers and the reorganization of the political system. The same day, National Assembly Chairman Trun Thank Mun visited the military command of the Mekong Delta province of Hao Giang. He congratulated its officers and soldiers on the 80th anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the All People's Defense Festival, December 22nd. On this occasion, he presented gifts to 20 personnel of the military command and 30 war veterans with disadvantages.
The fight against wastefulness has emerged as a cornerstone of the party's strategy to build a culture of integrity and revolutionary ethics, as highlighted by the party General Secretary To Lam. Tightly interwoven with the battle against corruption and bureaucracy, this movement aims to address systematic inefficiencies while fostering a nationwide mindset of frugality.
The fight against wastefulness has long been a priority for the party, closely linked to combating corruption and bureaucracy. The Politburo views this struggle as a revolution to build a culture of integrity and revolutionary ethics. Preventing these social evils requires fundamental and practical measures.
Building an anti-wastefulness mindset across society is essential, making it a moral and social norm for each family, each individual to each institution, and each community. This should be embedded in regulations of every agency, rules of every village and party and state regulations, with sanctions from administrative fines to criminal prosecution for violations.
A successful battle against wastefulness will unlock resources critical for national development in the new era. The party General Secretary has proposed 4 fundamental and urgent solutions, calling on all sectors and localities to transform these into effective and practical actions.
Party General Secretary To Lam not only emphasized the importance of addressing wastefulness, but also highlighted the need for the party to issue clear regulations defining what constitutes wastefulness. These regulations will serve as benchmarks to evaluate officials and for the public to monitor the activities of state agencies and public servants, provide feedback, and offer constructive recommendations.
The party leader's strong messages, delivered through a recent article on anti-wastefulness and statements at various meetings, has prompted the government, ministries, and local authorities to take quick steps, starting a new phase in the fight against wastefulness, marked by more decisive and drastic actions. One notable example is the rapid completion of the 500 kV Third Circuit transmission line project. Despite significant challenges, the project was finished in just over 6 months, a record-breaking time. This achievement not only saved time and resources, but also provided a valuable opportunity to enhance the expertise of engineers and workers in the power sector.
A 500 kV project spanning several hundred kilometers used to take 2 to 4 years to complete. With decisive direction from the government, particularly the Prime Minister, we accomplished this project in a record 6 months.
The widespread support for this war against internal enemies demonstrates its alignment with public sentiment. These efforts are essential for realizing the party's centenary strategic goals and capitalizing on historical opportunities to take the nation into a new era, the era of national rise.
Vietnam's seafood industry is on a roll, with export momentum propelling it toward the $10 billion target for 2024, laying robust groundwork for 2025.
As of October 2024, seafood export value had reached $8.33 billion, a 12% increase year-on-year. October alone witnessed a remarkable $1.1 billion in exports, a monthly record in 27 months, according to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. The US, China, and Japan remain the top destinations for Vietnamese aquatic products, but the industry's global reach is expanding rapidly. To fuel this growth, the Vietnamese government has directed the expansion of preferential credit for the forestry and fishery sectors, with funding scaled up to about 50 to 60 trillion Vietnam dongs, $2 to 2.4 billion US. This initiative ensures enterprises have access to low-interest loans, bolstering their operations and growth. In another strategic move, the National Program for the Protection and Development of Fisheries Resources through 2030 was approved. It focuses on conserving and regenerating aquatic resources, securing the sustainable development of Vietnam's fishery industry for years to come.
Vietnam real estate price growth over the past 5 years has reached 59%, significantly higher than other countries such as the United States, Australia, Japan, and Singapore, according to data from the Global Property Guide.
According to a real estate expert, economic growth, governance, and social demand are the three main factors influencing real estate prices. In addition to strong per capita economic growth, favorable interest rates, and the effectiveness of domestic investment channels have reinforced consumer demand for real estate purchases. The Vietnamese people primarily use main investment channels, such as the financial market, real estate, gold, foreign currencies, and savings deposits. Notably, real estate is considered the best-performing investment channel in the country over the past decade, with apartment returns reaching 197% and land plot profits yielding 137% in the fourth quarter of 2024, compared to those in the first quarter of 2015. Vietnam's population and urbanization rate create numerous opportunities for the growth of real estate demand. The trend of smaller family sizes is also driving demand for property purchases for the next generation to inherit, along with young people's journey of home ownership.
The winter is coming, bringing with it the blooming season of oxeye daisy. The white flowers give Ninh Bình province a unique and captivating beauty that draws visitors from near and far.
Vast fields of white daisies stretch across the land, decorating the countryside, the dikes, and popular tourist destinations throughout the province. To cultivate these stunning flower fields, careful planning and preparation are required from early on.
We plant the daisies in early August to ensure they bloom in November and December for tourists to enjoy. Creating such a beautiful flower field requires great effort and dedication.
The oxeye daisy season has become an ideal time for tourists to visit Ninh Bình, immersing themselves in nature and capturing unforgettable moments during their journey.
When the daisies bloom, I find it beautiful for photography. Today, my family came here to admire the flowers and take some lovely photos as souvenirs.
So when we visited 2 months ago, there were no flowers, and now there's a whole field of flowers. It's really beautiful here. In Germany we have similar flowers, but it's still, they look a little bit different.
Ninh Bình is striving to enhance its tourism value, thus raising income for locals and preserving the region's stunning natural landscapes. The oxeye daisy has become a signature attraction, playing a key role in the province's tourism growth.
And the news also wrapped up our daily bulletin. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye for now.